Welcome to Trivia Clips. Think you're a real fan of the Byrds, the pioneers of folk rock and psychedelic sounds? This is your moment to prove it with 20 true or false questions. You've got 5 seconds to answer each one. Let's see how much you really know. Here comes part 1 of this challenge. Let's go. Part 1, questions 1 to 10. 1. The Byrds were originally called the Jet Set. You have 5 seconds. Correct answer. True. Before becoming the Byrds, they used the name the Jet Set. The name change happened after signing with Columbia Records. They added a Y in Byrds to mimic the Beatles. It gave them a more British invasion vibe. The change marked the start of their rise. 2. Bob Dylan was the lead singer of the Byrds. You have 5 seconds. Correct answer. False. Dylan never joined the band, but inspired them deeply. They famously covered Mr. Tambourine Man. Roger McGuinn was the band's real frontman. Dylan's songwriting shaped their early identity, but he was never a member. 3rd, Turn, Turn, Turn is based on the Bible. You have 5 seconds. Correct answer. True. The lyrics are adapted from Ecclesiastes. Pete Seeger wrote the music in the late 1950s. The Byrds turned it into a massive hit. Its peaceful message struck a nerve in the 60s. It became a symbol of hope. 4. The Byrds never used electric guitars. You have 5 seconds. Correct answer. False. They helped pioneer electric folk rock. McGuinn's 12-string Rickenbacker defined their sound. They fused acoustic ideas with a jangle rock vibe. Their tone inspired bands for decades. Electric guitars were central to their identity. 5. David Crosby was a founding member. You have 5 seconds. Correct answer. True. Crosby helped form the band in 1964. He added complex harmonies and political commentary. His outspoken nature caused friction later. He was fired in 1967 during recording sessions. He later co-founded Crosby, Stills, and Nash. 6. The Byrds played at Woodstock. You have 5 seconds. Correct answer. False. They were invited but declined the offer. They thought the festival would be a mess. That choice cost them a major spotlight. Many fans still debate that decision. They missed a historic moment. 7. 8 Miles High was banned from radio. You have 5 seconds. Correct answer. True. Its surreal lyrics and sound sparked controversy. Some believed it promoted drug use. Radio stations pulled it from airwaves. The band denied the claims. It's now seen as a psychedelic classic. 8. Clarence White invented the B-bender guitar. You have 5 seconds. Correct answer. True. White co-created the B-bender with Gene Parsons. It mimics the sound of a pedal steel guitar. He used it in his later Byrds performances. It shaped the sound of country rock. White became a legend for it. 9. The Byrds released only one album. You have 5 seconds. Correct answer. False. They released 12 studio albums in total. Their music evolved from folk to country to rock. Albums like Sweetheart of the Rodeo changed genres. Each release had a different flavor. Their discography is rich and varied. 10th. Graham Parsons was in the band briefly. You have 5 seconds. Correct answer. True. Parsons joined for Sweetheart of the Rodeo in 1968. He pushed the band toward country music. His time in the band was short but powerful. He left a mark on the album's direction. It was a major shift for the Byrds. End of part 1. How's your score so far? You're halfway through this Byrds challenge. Not bad. Grab a breath, and when you're ready, hit play on part 2. It only gets better from here. Welcome back to Trivia Clips, part 2 of the Byrds challenge. You made it this far. Now let's finish strong. 10 more true or false questions coming at you fast. You've got 5 seconds for each one. Let's see if you're truly a Byrds expert. Here comes part 2. Let's go. 11. Roger McGuinn was the drummer. You have 5 seconds. Correct answer. False. McGuinn was lead guitarist and lead singer. His 12-string Rickenbacker was key to their sound. The drummer was Michael Clark. McGuinn led the band through every lineup. He was the Byrds' constant member. 12th. Tambourine Man was their debut single. You have 5 seconds. Correct answer. True. It was released in 1965 and hit #1. Only McGuinn played on the recording. The rest was done by session musicians. It launched the folk rock movement, a powerful start to their career. 13. Gene Clark wrote many early Byrds songs. You have 5 seconds. Correct answer. True. He was their main songwriter in the early days. Clark penned emotional and melodic hits. He left the band due to stress and anxiety, but his songs are fan favorites, a key figure in their success. 14. The Byrds inspired bands like R.E.M. and Tom Petty. You have 5 seconds. Correct answer. True. Their jangly sound echoed into the future. R.E.M. and Tom Petty cited them as heroes. That 12-string style lived on for decades. They shaped the sound of alternative rock, a lasting legacy beyond their time. 15. So You Want to Be a Rock and Roll Star was satire. You have 5 seconds. Correct answer. True. The song poked fun at manufactured pop fame, inspired by the rise of the Monkees. Its lyrics were clever and biting. It mixed catchiness with social commentary, still relevant in today's music scene. 16. The Byrds never changed their lineup. You have 5 seconds. Correct answer. False. They had many lineup changes over the years. McGuinn was the only one who stayed throughout. New members brought fresh styles. Each phase had a different identity. They constantly reinvented themselves. 17. Younger Than Yesterday had jazz influences. You have 5 seconds. Correct answer. True. That album explored new musical ground. They blended jazz, psychedelia, and pop. It was a leap forward in creativity. Songs like Mind Gardens broke conventions. It's a favorite among deep fans. 18. The Byrds were inducted into the Rock Hall of Fame. You have 5 seconds. Correct answer. True. They were inducted in 1991. All original members reunited for the occasion. It was a brief but memorable moment. Their impact was formally honored, a legendary spot in rock history. 19. They never recorded a country album. You have 5 seconds. Correct answer. False Sweetheart of the Rodeo was pure country. Graham Parsons drove the direction. Though controversial, it was influential. It laid the foundation for country rock, now seen as a genre classic. 20. The Byrds broke up in the 70s. You have 5 seconds. Correct answer. True. They officially disbanded in 1973. Final albums had new members and new sounds. Solo careers followed for many of them. The spirit lived on through other projects. Their era ended, but their music didn't. That's the end of the Byrds True or False Challenge. How many did you get right? Drop your score in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe. More classic rock trivia is coming your way. Thanks for playing. See you next time on Trivia Clips.